I could go to the captain right now. Better still, the DA.
I can't remember anything since I punched out of here last night.
Let's call the Supreme Court. Have you guys got the number?
All right, now look, Doc. I am in here to take the junk.
AJ, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for motive. Careful, mister.
We better call the police. He's got a gun.
Come on.
Come on!
Marty.
Brian, what the hell?
I gotta talk to you. Alone.
Brian, where have you been? And what's with this monkey suit?
That's the thing. I don't know. I woke up this morning next to a wreck, a car, and I'm wearing this. I got this. This.
Brian, put that away.
And Marty, I can't remember anything since I punched out of here last night.
Last night? You haven't been here in 3 months.
Come on, Marty. I served the fried chicken to the Cub Scout troop yesterday. You had a toothache, remember?
I've been through root canal since then, Brian. You just up and left for 3 months. I saved your paycheck for you, though. Maybe you don't need it now, huh?
Three months.
You too.
This is good. You sit here, okay? I'll get in line. Don't worry, the cops will know what to do for you. You have any ID? I mean, maybe they'll need it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. can you drink tequila that comes in a gallon jug?
It's not tequila.
Carrot juice?
Yep.
Alfalfa sprout?
Yep.
What's this?
Ginseng root.
Ginseng?
Yeah, it's nothing like a raw root in the morning to start your day off, right?
You are getting into health food?
I am getting into health food.
No, wait a minute. We're talking about Rick Simon here.
Yeah, well, I just had a long talk with an expert in nutrition, and I came away convinced that the quality of my life could just be dramatically improved.
Well, there's no doubt about that, but I've been telling you about nutrition for years.
Yeah.
How'd this expert finally convince you?
Well, she's very healthy. Yeah, she's gonna be working real close with me on this, AJ.
And I bet the quality of your life is already improving.
Hello.
Does she know you smoke?
Hey, come on, I've been quitting, haven't I? No more cigarettes, just the occasional cigar to kind of bridge the gap.
Bridge the gap. 3 years, huh?
It's a long bridge. You wouldn't like me if I went cold turkey.
I don't like you now.
Hey!
Look, you can kill yourself if you want. You're not going to take me with you.
Hey!
Hello? My name's Brian Gatewood. I'm looking for the detectives. That's us. You find missing persons, right?
Well, we try. Who's missing?
Me. Then I just went back to my apartment. But my key is not on here. And there's new tenants in my apartment. And they never even heard of me. They don't get my mail. All my stuff is gone. I'm erased. And there's $20,000 in there. I've never had more than a couple $100 in my savings account. And this tuxedo, I don't know where it came from. Or the sports car. I've always been a dedicated bus rider. And this, I never even owned a gun before. I'm afraid of guns.
I've had a couple of mornings where the night before was a little blurry.
I wish all I had was a bad hangover instead of amnesia. Oh, let's call it amnesia. Have you ever had amnesia before? I don't remember.
Well, then what about, mental conditions in general?
Oh, I'm sorry. Guess you guys would have to think that, wouldn't you? What have I been doing for 3 months? I don't have any idea. Can you imagine what that feels like? Okay, now look. Your family must know what you've been doing. I just moved out here. I have a brother, Cleveland. We're not too fond of each other. I haven't talked to him in years. Look, here's $1,000 retainer. Will you take it? Oh, we're not even sure this money is yours. Well, that's why I'm paying you to find out. Okay, look. I think this is what we ought to do. We ought to take him back to the police.
No. Downtown Brown.
Perfect. Town will know how to handle this.
Town's a good man. You can trust him.
All right. Hey, Town. What'd you do? Close place down?
You said special handling. I thought I'd oblige.
Hey, Town.
Yeah, Town, you're all right. Thanks.
Oh, my pleasure.
Brian Gatewood, downtown Brown.
It's all right, Brian. The lieutenant is a friend of ours, and you can trust him.
Yes, you can. You can trust me. So, you're Brian Gatewood.
Yes, sir. That's me. Hit the deck!
I'm arresting you, Brian. Let me have that, please.
What?
You have the
set
right
us
to
up.
remain
Hey,
silent.
we're
If you
supposed to
interrupt
be
the right-
friends, man. What are you doing? This man was told he
You have a
could
right
trust
to have an
you.
attorney. If you can't betray your friends, who can you betray?
Hey, come on. That's a great attitude. You know how some people don't like cops.
Come on,
and
guys,
you
I'm
do
doing it
that.
for your safety.
Oh, you're doing it for us.
No,
What do you mean our
I
safety?
can't
What
tell
do
you
you
how
mean
much
our
I
us?
appreciate the favor,
Yeah,
Brown.
all right, and we had the gun. How the hell's he gonna hurt us?
Man
What do you
was
think
all
you're doing?
over.
Brown?
We didn't trust
I
you.
got him to trust you.
What is it I'm charged with?
I'm charging with the murder of Julia Kessler.
What? Wait a minute. Julia Kessler? I never met the woman.
Never
There
met the
you
woman.
go.
I went there to quit smoking. I'm at a Vega clinic. My third session. That is the very last thing I remember. I joined up to quit smoking. A couple of meetings. I just started MPA. Medicated positive adjustment. It's a patented technique. Must have worked. I'm in jail for murder. I don't even want to smoke.
I'd like to gamble and put him on a lie detector. If the DA believes he doesn't remember, it can't hurt.
Well, I guess my word's about all I got. I don't even know why you guys believe me.
It's common sense. You don't kill somebody and then wander around with the gun and the money, claiming you don't remember. It's a dumb defense.
If the Omega Clinic is the last thing that you remember, it's the first place we ought to start. They must have some records on you.
Yeah, we'll go by there tomorrow and start asking some questions.
No, I think we ought to get the answers first and then ask the questions. Besides, why wait for morning when answers are just a black bag away?
No, wait a minute. No, you can't use black bag. I'm using black bag.
The public defender shouldn't be hearing this. By the way, there's still a caretaker at the house, and I believe he has a dog.
Yeah, well, dog's no problem.
What are you doing here? Now, I am warning you. I have already called the police.
You really don't need that. Would you mind just maybe... Okay. I'm a private investigator. I'm working on the Julia Kessler murder.
You're a private investigator.
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact. No, my credentials.
Your credentials do not validate your breaking and entering, Mr.
Simon.
Simon.
Yes, I know. And you have every right in the world to be upset. But really, I'm just doing my job. I mean, I wasn't going to steal anything. I just wanted to get a look at the files on Brian Gatewood, and... Well, I understand that he was one of your patients, Dr. Price.
Oh, we do not discuss our files with anyone, Mr. Simon.
I know. Doctor-patient relationship. See, that's why I... Hey, look. No harm, no foul. I'll just be on my way.
Another step, and your credentials are going to be very severely damaged. Now, we will just wait for the police.
Don't need to wait. Lieutenant Brown.
Oh, Lieutenant, thank you for getting here so fast. I heard a noise, and the guard was not at his desk, and
Cuff him. What are you doing with this?
What?
Gun?
Well, we have a lot of drugs here on the premises. Some of them are very strong, Lieutenant, and there's always the chance of this kind of break-in. Ever since Julia was murdered,
Just put the gun away, please. Thank you, Doctor. We'll take care of him.
Thank you.
Glad to see it down. Cuffs.
What?
The cuffs, you can take them off now.
Oh, SOP, nothing personal.
Town.
Okay. I owed you one. Now we're even.
All right, now look, Town, there is definitely something not right here. Pistol packing Dr. Price was Brian Gatewood's personal physician, and his file is as blank as his memory. Now, she has got to have something to do with this.
Of course she does. She's acting chief administrator.
That isn't what I meant.
AJ, what are you looking for? Your client murdered Julia Kessler. He was driving her car. We found love letters that he'd written to her at her place. Ballistics matches the bullets in her body to the gun he was carrying.
I'm looking for motive, Town. Well, where did the money come from? Where did he live? Was he really at the scene of the crime? Look, the man took a lie detector test today. He really, truly does not remember killing Julia Kessler.
I saw the tapes. And I don't care if he doesn't remember the Alamo. What I care about is whether he did it or not.
What in the world?
That's right, Marlowe. I've been stepping out with other pooches behind your back. Over other pooches would be more like it.
What happened to you?
Attack dogs. Shepherds. One of them bit the hand that fed him, and the frisbee got lost in a tree, and it... Well, you know, a guy finishes a tough black bag job, and there's something inside it, and it just tells him it's Miller time.
Oh, sorry. That's the last one.
It's the last... that's carrot juice.
Oh, listen. I ran into Brian's personal physician over at the clinic. Name of Dr. Rita Price.
One taking over for Kessler?
There you go. Ella sent all this research stuff over on her, so I've been reading up. Now, it seems that Dr. Price is kind of the whiz kid.
Oh! You drink this stuff all the time.
Yeah, I like it. It seems Dr. Price is the whiz kid at Omega, but she couldn't get the project off the ground without Kessler's money. And after that, Kessler took most of the credit and all of the profits.
Betty Crocker.
I beg your pardon?
Betty Crocker. Somebody else does all the cooking. She gets her face on the box.
Yeah, something like that. What'd you find out?
Man doesn't wear a woman's deodorant.
Oh, well, I've been wondering.
No, you think about this now. You're having a serious affair with somebody. You're going to have some of your personal items at her place.
Not necessarily. I mean, they may have been meeting at his place, whoever that was.
Well, yeah, but you'd think Brian would have at least visited. I couldn't even tell the guy had ever been there.
I found the love letters there.
Yeah, I know that. I just feel a lot better about everything if I could have found a man's sock with a hole in it under a bed behind a sofa, you know, something like that.
Hello. Hi, Ella. What? When? We're on our way.
What?
We just rushed Brian to the hospital. Was that all they said?
Just that they brought him here.
I suppose he made himself a necktie out of the mattress.
Oh, you didn't look that desperate to me.
No, just your average happy-go-lucky Joe.
I'm Ella Carpenter with the County Office of Defender Services. Gateway is my client. How is he?
He's fine. He's watching television. Who are you?
I'm his priest.
There with me. Oh.
Don't worry. It's only hives. They let you out of the can for hives. Well, no. I was having a lot of trouble breathing. I had a bad reaction. They had to give me adrenaline. All I usually need is cortisone.
Reaction to what?
Legumes. I've been allergic all my life. You know, it's amazing what you miss in 3 months. I've missed 2 space shuttles, about 10 riots.
Are you allergic to beans?
Beans. Any kind. Lima, pinto, pork and refried. Peanuts are the worst. Peanuts or beans? Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you say something? We can get you a special diet in jail.
I already told him. He was allergic as I am, you don't forget. I don't blame him. It was in the bread, enriched with peanut butter. See, I would have read the fine print on the label, but he missed it.
Look, when you were at the Omega Clinic, do you remember a doctor named Price?
Rita Price? Sure. I was in one of her group therapy sessions.
But that's all you remember? I mean, no special attentions or anything?
She was nice to me. No, not special. And still no memory of Julia Kessler. Well, I think now all we gotta do is find somebody who saw you and Dr. Kessler together.
Hi.
Are you looking for something special?
I have a friend who got a car here, a custom job. I'd like to get one just like hers. Julia Kessler?
Oh, Dr. Julia Kessler, yeah. The lady that was murdered.
What?
What do you mean murdered?
No, wait, we just got back from Mexico.
Yeah, oh, the police were here to ask about it. I guess she bought the car for the guy that killed her. I sold it to him. But I don't think I'm supposed to say anything.
No, are you sure? Are you sure? We're talking about this lady right here.
Yeah. Yeah, her picture was in the paper yesterday. Blonde, same hairstyle. Her lover was, Brian somebody, and, I guess they already caught him.
Murdered?
No, wait, they were you saw them in here together?
Yeah. Yeah, and I particularly remember them because they paid cash. You know, it was my first cash sale. And this guy was real cool about it. Like, he had blondes buying him new cars with $100 bills every day.
I'm sorry, I'm very upset. Would you mind if we...
Yeah.
We'll get the car later.
Okay. Why don't you take my card?
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did Towner say why you wanted to meet us at this address?
Nope. Just left a message on the machine.
Hey, look at it from his point of view. Brian was getting a pretty sweet ride off Julia Kessler.
Wouldn't take much to make that my point of view. I mean, she was buying him clothes, cars, and he was just lapping it up as blasé as you please.
Hey, welcome to Brian Gatewood's house. Come on down.
Well, we're both just real proud of you, Tal. How'd you find it?
Your basic detective work. I was standing there when Gatewood's former boss walked in to return his wallet to him.
Oh, and you were smart enough to look inside. My.
I was nothing. Brand new address. Plenty of room for all of his old furniture.
Oh, yeah.
And we found a number of personal items here that belonged to the victim.
Uh-huh.
Nice neighborhood, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Conveniently located near all major main squeezes.
In short, only 2 blocks from where Julia Kessler lived. Yeah, we know. What have you got?
Technical term, what we refer to in the trade as icing on the cake.
Mm-hmm.
I found it in the trash. It's a rough draft of the last letter he wrote to her.
May I? Thank you. My dearest Julia, been a long time, no seeing that. If you won't change your mind, I don't know what I'll do. But I know you owe me, Julia. You owe me everything. Wow. Well, this just, that's pretty thin, Town. You know what I mean?
Mind if we take a look around?
My proof is your proof.
AJ?
we started looking around and we didn't know what we were looking for?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found it. Think that's weird?
No, not particularly.
Well, I do. I think it's weird to have
Peanut butter in your house if you're allergic to peanuts.
Yes, indeed.
Why would Brian have peanut butter in his house?
For guests.
You would serve peanut butter to your guests. Nobody else would.
Well, maybe Julia Kessler came over here for romantic dinners of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches by candlelight.
Right. Or maybe this place was set up by somebody who was trying to make it look as if Brian lived here.
Yeah, somebody who didn't know he was allergic to peanuts.
Somebody who's trying to frame him.
Easy to say, damn hard to prove.
Yes, but if we don't prove it, he's going to get a one-way tour of the gas chamber.
No return ticket. Come on, AJ. You gotta whip that down. This beats chewing up your credit cards. You go in the best 2 out of 3 falls with a shepherd here. I'll take it.
Well, if we get caught for breaking and entering, we're going to feel pretty silly claiming peanut butter as our defense. How much it costs to rent all this stuff, anyway?
That's the best part of it, AJ. We own it. You remember Sticky Waller, the klepto from Yorba Linda? Violated parole, had to go back to the honor farm. We got a great bargain on this, $150 for the whole shot. And you think about all the use we're going to get out of it.
Dr. Bryce isn't here.
Rugman.
She didn't order any.
How long you been working here, lady?
2 months.
That explains it. We come every 3 months, part of the building contract. One side.
And what exactly did Sticky do to violate his parole?
Stole some rug cleaning equipment.
You better hurry. She's gonna come in any minute.
Not unless she's a very good swimmer. I laid 2 feet of that stuff between here and the kitchen.
Hey, Rick.
Yo.
Stuff's hardening.
Oh, never mind that. Look at what I found.
Hello.
All right, I just called. Kosnowski said there ain't no Rugman.
Kosnowski? Hey, wait. You mean the super's name is Kosnowski?
That means this is not 1742 Willard.
1748.
1748. Oh, jeez. Look, I'm sorry, lady. I tell you what, you just consider this a free ride, okay? Now, that foam out there ought to settle down by sometime in the morning.
Lennon, I don't think I heard you. What time did you say you left the liquor store?
Hey, man, why don't you save us both some time and cut me loose? You know how this game's gonna go. We dance around for a couple of hours. You play 20 questions. I play dumb. Until my main man comes down here with a briefcase full of Latin. And I waltz out of here in 5 minutes.
Let me pull your coat to a few things, friend. In here, Latin's a dead language. All we talk is turkey, and right now that means you, chump.
Maybe we better come back when he's in a better mood.
Are you kidding? With what we got in here? Oh, come on, you'll love it.
Hey, Bizarro, you want to take this meat back to the locker and call maintenance again? This is big. I could go to the captain right now. That is still the DA. No, let's jump him and go right to the state attorney general. Ah, to hell with him. Let's call the Supreme Court. Have you guys got the number? What is it, about 10:30 back in D.C.? Suppose the Chief Justice is in the rack? Oh, hell, let's wake him. He won't want to read this in the papers. And get your feet off my desk.
Wait a minute, Tom, are you trying to say that you're less than satisfied with the evidence we brought you?
You bring me a blonde wig and what looks like a collection of food for the poor at Christmas, and you want me to lead a parade to the DA?
Be fair, Town. Come on, put the pieces together. Why would Brian Gatewood have a collection of food in his cupboard that could kill him?
Okay, but it is his place, and the neighbors saw him and Julia Kessler coming and going.
They saw the same thing that the sales lady at the car dealership saw, a blonde-haired woman.
And I bet they didn't see them together very often.
What makes you bet that?
Because the blonde-haired woman was probably Rita Price in that. Look at that, somehow with that MPG or whatever she calls that brainwashing stuff, she got Brian Gatewood to dance to her tune, then she got him to forget all about it. She probably got him his house, changed his address, stocked his kitchen for him.
All to create a phony lover for Julia Kessler. Do you get it?
Oh, come on, Town. The woman was sick and tired of Kessler stealing her thunder. Treating her like a flunky, taking all the money.
Excuse me, guys, if I find it a little hard to believe that Dr. Price is the zombie lady of 14th Street.
She is an expert in behavior modification. Brian was her patient, and Brian's behavior has been severely modified.
He remembers going into the clinic. He does not remember coming out.
It's still all too thin. I'm sorry, but you guys are going to have to come up with something a lot stronger and a lot cleaner. What you're going to have to do is figure out the somehow. And don't look at me. My job is to put him in here, not to get him out. You guys got this backwards.
No, what is backwards is that you have a man in there who didn't do it.
Well, what do you want me to do?
Lieutenant, I thought I'd answered all your questions. What more can I do?
Oh, this has nothing to do with the Kessler case. This is another matter entirely. You see, I've been out here so very much recently and seen the fine work that you're doing here. Well, I thought you just might be able to help someone for us.
Oh, who?
Well, we called ahead. I thought you'd been informed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's a prisoner, and we need him as a witness in a very important murder case, and we'd like to get him cleaned up before the court date. He has a small drug problem.
Well, where is he?
Just outside. I'll bring him in. Dr. Price, this is Randall Patrick.
Pleased to meet you.
Mr. Patrick, I understand you have a small drug problem.
Well, no, actually, I've also had larger ones. But right now, what I'm really into are the little pills. You know, the tiny little blue ones. You got any?
Why is this man in handcuffs?
Oh, this is just a police formality. As a matter of fact, Randall is on work release and doing quite well except for his little problem. What we like to do is enroll him in a live-in program for full-time treatment. And, of course, the county will pick up all the expenses.
Well, what about security? Huh?
Oh, I don't think that'll be a problem. Randall here is not very violent. As a matter of fact, I think your own order should be more than sufficient.
Besides, I always lock my door at night. It's safer that way.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to ask me about him?
Oh, I don't think so. I think we can take it from here.
Fine. Randall, we're all pulling for you.
Thank you, Chief.
So, Mr. Patrick, you're on a work release program.
That's right, Doc.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm a butcher.
Now, one of the proven techniques that we use here at Omega is MPA. Medicated Positive Adjustment. Now, what that means is that with a regimen of safe prescription and really very gentle mood elevators, we put you in the right frame of mind to change for the better. Okay. Now, we also believe in speaking freely and in sharing freely both our problems and our victories. So, in the coming hours, let's all strive for a little more candor and honesty as we share with one another. Some are here for smoking, some for drugs. Some are here for weight problems. But we all have one thing in common. We have problems, and we are trying to face them together. We are all in the same boat. Mr. Patrick?
That's a crock, Doc. I'm the only one in the boat. The rest of you jackals are in the water.
Well, now, that was certainly very honest. Now, who would like to start? Mr. Thurmond, I would like to hear about every single little cigarette we smoked today.
Yeah, me too.
Mr. Patrick,
Yo.
there will be plenty of time for us to hear all about you.
Don't turn on the light, Dr. Price.
Who is that? What do you want?
Just a fair share.
I recognize that voice. You're that private detective, Simon, right?
Very good. I figured you might. Doesn't really matter, does it?
I'm just calling the police.
Go right ahead. And I'll tell them how you posed as Julia Kessler to frame Brian Gatewood.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Otherwise, you'd already be on the phone to the police. You made a little mistake, Dr. Price. There is no such thing as the perfect murder.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Would you please get out of here?
I'll let you think about it. But I'll be back.
Dr. Price, you've got to come. One of the patients, he's going berserk. We were 5 minutes into the session. It must be a reaction to the medication.
All right, now look, Doc. I am in here to kick the junk, but nobody said anything about my weeds. I want my weeds.
Here you are. Look, Nurse Davis simply misunderstood our little arrangement. Now, I can see you and I are going to have a little talk. I'll be back in to see you.
Frankly, ma'am, I don't think that man belongs here. I was checking his history, and, well, he is unstable. He has a chronic record of dangerous drug abuse, psychotic episodes, and he's been put in jail several times for assault. He was arrested once on a hit-and-run murder and suspected of another. They charged him with pointing a car right at a man and stepping on the gas.
Yes, but they never proved it.
I don't think you're getting my point.
Yes, I think I just did.
Sorry about the fracas, Doc, but, you know, a guy's gotta have his spikes, right?
Don't worry about it, Randall. You know, I've been doing some thinking, and you're really rather special.
Well, it doesn't take most folks long.
Most of our clients are docile people. They want us to crack the whip. They want to follow our rules. They go to sleep when we tell them. They get up when we tell them. They take their drugs when we tell them.
You and me were the same cat. We could go far.
That's just what I was thinking.
Just wish there was something else we could do. But maybe I should go hit on Price again. Or maybe you could get the word out. There's something wrong with the case against Brian.
You should have seen my daddy fish for trout. Always knew when to move the fly. Always knew when to let it lay.
If she realizes that Rick's faking it.
Both of you knew the plan when you were going into it. You're stuck with it now.
I know that, but she's an awfully smart woman.
So were the trout.
Hello.
Mr. Simon, this is Rita Price.
Hello, Dr. Price.
I've been giving your proposition some more thought, and I'm prepared, just to get you off my back, to offer you a one-time cash settlement.
How much?
$100,000.
It's a deal.
I get the wig, and I never see or hear from you again.
Does that mean I don't get to take you to the doctor's dinner dance next week?
Look, I mean it, Simon. This is the end. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
I want you to meet me at 7 a.m. in the field at Chesapeake and Roscoe. You know where that is?
Chesapeake and Roscoe? Well, that's way out in Kearney Mesa. Why don't we just meet down at the clinic?
Look, I do not want to be seen doing business with you. Bring the wig. And make sure you're alone.
Guess we do it her way.
That's the boonies, man, the flatlands.
Well, what else am I gonna do?
Well, how am I gonna cover you out there?
I don't know.
Well, I'll wire you and stand a mile or two down the road.
Okay, well, look, don't worry about it. Rick's my ace. He'll be there if I need him.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Ah! Ah!
Pay attention, Randy. Are you relaxed?
That's the word for it, okay, Doc?
I like you, Randy. I'd like to be your friend,
Ouch.
if you let me. Got a lot of friends, Randy? Brothers, sisters?
Nope, just me.
Oh, I'm real glad you came here because I think we can break your drug habit. And with a little additional treatment, I think we can help you to control your anger. Would you like that?
Sure, Doc. What'd you give me?
Same thing we give all our patients, but more. Because with you, I think we can do more.
That'd be nice, Doc. But you know, for right now, I'd just like to get up. Now, you know something weird? I can't.
Oh, sure you can. Deep breaths now. You'll feel much better in a minute. Okay, and then there's a little favor you could do for me. Want to?
A favor for you? That'd be nice.
Fasten your seatbelt, Randy. In for a bumpy ride. Fasten your seatbelt.
We ought to get out into the country more often. All this peace and quiet's supposed to be good for your nerves.
Oh, yeah, this little trip's doing wonders for my nerves.
Randy, I hear someone coming. It's them coming at you.
Rick with her?
Yeah, he's sitting close enough to be holding hands.
This radio's working.
Why don't you close your eyes, Randy? Take a little nap.
Hey, Rick! Rick! What the hell's going on?
They're in trouble.
Nowhere to run. Hold it, Dr. Price. Nowhere to run.
Are you all right?
Come on.
Anybody got a smoke?
There's more on the way, and it's all on the house.
Hallelujah. Thank you.
So, for 3 months, I was hypnotized, and drugged, and locked up in that house.
Yeah. She kept just enough dope in you so you wouldn't remember, but she'd let you out every once in a while, you know, to go buy a car and get a little exercise.
But I didn't kill anybody.
No. It's one thing to erase a person's memory. It's another thing to get them to kill someone for you. All she needed was somebody to satisfy the police.
Just as he thought Randy over here would satisfy us when we investigated the theft of a car and drugs from Omega and the subsequent hit-and-run death of AJ.
Yeah, she figured my record as a hopped-up, hit-and-run maniac be enough to hang me.
So what was it that finally got through to you, Rick?
Well, I'll tell you, if we hadn't been brothers, and if I hadn't listened to AJ pestering me all those years, we probably wouldn't be sitting here today.
Pestering.
Yeah, that's right, pestering.
Moi. Pestering. I never don't talk with your mouth full.